Hi everyone, we're gonna get started with today's video on a tutorial on how to make this granny square. It's another cutout floral motif using Drops Cotton Light in the color 43. I'm using a USG 6 4mm crochet hook, and let's get started. I'm going to start off with a magic ring. I like to use the 2-finger method, but you can easily find a tutorial on how to do this. Once we have the magic ring, I'm gonna chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and now we're gonna double crochet 12 double crochets into this magic loop. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we will pull this to tighten our magic circle, and now we have this. I'm going to slip stitch right into the first stitch to join. So now we have completed this circular part of the motif. Now we're going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm gonna slip stitch into the next stitch over, which is this one. Slip stitch, and now into the next stitch I'm gonna single crochet, and then another slip stitch into the next stitch. So we have the chain 7, slip stitch, single crochet, slip stitch, and now we're gonna do another chain 7. And again, we're gonna slip stitch into the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, and then another slip stitch, chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Continue this all the way around. So a slip stitch, single crochet, slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slip stitch, single crochet, and now we've made it to our very first chain 7. So just to join, I'm gonna slip stitch into this starting stitch, and now we're going to double crochet to create the thickness of the petals. So now that we've slipped stitch to join, I'm gonna yarn over, and I'm going to put 13 double crochets into the chain 7 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So now your work should look like this, with 13 double crochets inside the chain 7 space. To continue, we're going to slip stitch into the single crochet space, which is right here. It will look a little bit tighter because this looser stitch is actually the slip stitch. So we're going to go right into the single crochet space. Oops. right in there, and we're just gonna slip stitch, and now we are gonna chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna slip stitch back into that same exact place, so right in there. And now we're gonna yarn over, and again 13 double crochets into this chain 7 space. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now we're again slip stitching into this single crochet, and we're gonna chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slip stitch back into that same spot. Yarn over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we are just going to repeat that for this last petal. So slip stitch right into here. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same slip stitch into the same area. Yarn over, and we will do our double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now I'm going to do the very last. I'm going to pause here because there's 2 ways to finish this project. If you're just making these granny squares, you can just chain 6 and then slip stitch through the same stitch and fasten off and be done, and your work will end up something like this. But for this specific granny square, I do make this a joining for my Caitlin shorts. So I'm going to interlock these 2 chain 6 loops to join the 2 granny squares together. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Because we're very close to ending our work, I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut a good amount of length. So leave a good amount of string left, but not too long. And now we have our chain 6, and we're going to attach our other chain 6 right in this loop. So I'm going to take this, or I'm going to go through here, take the chain 6, and pull up the yarn that you're working with as well. Now you can see what it's kind of going to end up looking like. This. So we have a really strong hold right at that connecting chain 6 spaces. So with my extra yarn now and the other chain 6 attached, I am just going to slip stitch back into this stitch, so just a slip stitch, and then to finish I'm going to chain 1, pull my work through, and you can weave this in and then cut your yarn. So now we have the 2 granny squares adjoined together. The pattern for these specific shorts are going to be linked in my bio. Feel free to check it out. It is also available on my Etsy and Ravelry. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.